there is a big transformation going on, and it really is being driven by the fact that retail is now kind of on its back foot because customers now have the technology. If you think of the last 25, 30, 40 years, retailers really had all the technology. We were the ones that had the inventory management system. We knew what was in the stores. We knew what was coming from our suppliers, and we could give that to the customer. Now our consumers are armed with technology that we're trying to catch up with, and that's causing a significant transformation within retailers as they're trying to catch up themselves to this changing business that the customer is driving themselves. And so what we're finding is the retailers are not only trying to change their technology and adding new technology and actually making more of an accelerated push toward what I almost call it technology as a weapon, but really it's to stay on top of the customer as the customer continues to change and they continue to get new tools that will allow them to try to stay one step on top of us. And so in essence, the retailer and the customer for the first time really ever are playing this technology leapfrog, and the retailers that continue to change and continue to transform and build their business around this new accelerated technology are going to be the ones that survive and thrive going forward. Retailers have been telling us that it's now a true business transformation that they need to go through. It's no longer a point solution here, or if I add this thing here, it'll make it all better. They really need to go through an entire transformation that includes their business process, their organizational design, and their technology. And really what we're seeing is that it starts with looking at the business process design. And a couple examples of that would be the traditional way that retailers plan, allocate, fulfill merchandise is all very siloed when you think about the new way that the customers are demanding fulfillment right now. So those traditional methods of this group plans, this group allocates, this group buys, that's all changing, and we're seeing a lot of change, for instance, in that organizational design structure. And to go along with that, it really is business process that has to change. And another really good example of business process change is, for example, in the distribution center, the traditional way of bringing in merchandise has always been bring it in packs, send it out to the stores in packs. As the customer's individual demands for individual fulfillment are becoming more and more important, retailers are starting to look at the way that the distribution centers are organized and how they need to build business process to support that, whether that is developing a mini distribution center, a mini fulfillment center in their DCs, fulfilling out of the stores, fulfilling from one store to another store direct to the customer. Those are all significant business process changes that are going on. And in order to manage those business processes, the organizations, the buying organization, the stores organization, store operations and distribution centers have all need to change or need to at least experience or go through the experience of business process transformation in order to make sure that they actually can manage to this new environment. So it really is a top to bottom business transformation that customers are telling us, or retailers that are telling us they really need to go through. It used to be the consumers of 20 years ago were loyal to a retailer. They shopped at a retailer. In fact, most customers shopped at the retailers they can drive to. That process doesn't exist anymore. You can now shop at any retailer pretty much anywhere in the world. And so what is going to be the defining new loyalty really is the loyalty to the brand. So how a retailer develops that brand and builds that brand and then protects that brand is really one of the most significant things. The other change that we're seeing is at the store level. And I've been telling retailers that one of the first and simplest changes that they need to make, simple it sounds, is that every single person in the company needs to learn how to be an all-channel retailer. That means the salesperson in the floor needs to be able to sell not only what they have in stock, but what they have on the web and what they have in any other store, and not be worried about things like what their commission's going to be or how they're going to support the sales of the store. Those kind of old-style business processes, they have to change, because retailers are now becoming, every retailer in essence is becoming an all-channel retailer. Every retailer is becoming potentially a global retailer, and you can't just look at what's in your stores as being the areas of where you need to fulfill from. Every place needs to be a fulfillment center. We've been hearing a long time that this new all-channel retailer is going to be the death of the stores. We don't believe that. In fact, what we do believe is that it's going to even strengthen the role of the stores. And the reason for that is the stores really become the all-channel center of attention for the customer. We believe the customers will continue to shop in stores, and they will continue to look and touch and try on merchandise, especially as the retailer continues to bring new product in and continues to expand their multi-channel footprint. What that means is the retailer needs to have even a stronger focus of what the store means to that customer. We're seeing customers today coming into stores that are purely showroom stores that have replaced a lot of their fringe merchandise with kiosk merchandise. And the salesperson needs to be comfortable walking up to a kiosk or taking a customer to a kiosk and saying, look at the breadth of assortment that we have online, or look what you can get here. And in addition to that, the store really needs to be kind of the portal to the entire brand experience. And that really gets back to that whole concept of the retailer being required, in our opinion, to really protect that brand.